put the game stuff behind us pretty quickly here for me. But great win on Senior Day. I think they've done a phenomenal job. Once we clinched going to Cleveland, these games since then have been, interesting, because we really couldn't improve our seed a whole lot and keep them motivated. The way they've stayed motivated, go 3-1 in those games, and almost pulling the upset at Toledo too was big. But it's a tough NIU team. That's a NIU team that's beat all three of the top teams in the league, and they're a lot to handle. So really good job defensively today. I thought the whole team, everybody contributed. People asked me how you defend Asia Davis. I said with one of the best shot blockers in school history and 4 other players around her that do their job. So did a really good job with that today. And we'll see who we play next, whether it be NIU again or somebody else. We'll find out. But just really pleased to get a win on Senior Day for these 4 incredibly special players. Just a couple things about them. I've never coached 3 5-year players. I mean, in this atmosphere in college sports, to have 3 players stay for 5 years at the same institution is a rare thing, and so that's a special thing. Clare alongside them as well, I think has been unbelievable. It's been an honor to be their coach. It's the first 20-win season, regular season, with 20 wins in 12 years. We don't want to stop there, but that's a milestone for us. I believe I heard this correctly, that all 4 seniors hit a 3 in the first 8 minutes of the game on Senior Day. I mean, that's a pretty cool storyline too. So great stuff. They came in not strangers. They knew each other, but the friendships that all the stories that I don't know about are probably the best ones. But it's been an honor to be their coach, and we have more to do.
Questions for our student athletes?
Annie, Hannah, Lindsey, tell us about the first time you met.
We were just some awkward girls when we were freshmen, so I don't know. But we got to know each other really quick, and, we kind of just said, let's just stick together, blah, blah, blah. That brought us here 5 years later, so I guess it worked, and we're now really close. So
I met Lindsey in the elevator
yeah.
at the Kent Hotel. I didn't even know it was her.
We were on a
passed
visit
each other,
together.
and then I came back down, and I was coming to meet Lindsey, and then I'm like, wait, I saw you in the elevator. We didn't say a word to each other. Now we're best friends.
That's funny.
Then I met Lindsey. We both live about an hour away, and so we met at the basketball games that we would come and watch before we actually got here as players on campus. And then Hannah and I were freshman roommates, and it didn't take long for us to stick together and become best friends.
Yeah.
Lindsey, do you remember your first basket?
I can?
Yes.
No. No idea what it was.
There's a chance it was a 3, but
There's a chance. I can't.
In North Carolina?
Yeah,
Oh.
I've been to North Carolina.
I was too nervous.
That's
to
so
remember.
long ago.
and then Lindsey and Clare grew up as enemies, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't like Claire in high school, and then
Oh, you just finding that out now?
I told her.
She told me.
But we got over it.
It's not hard to find out.
Why? Just because you were rivals?
Yeah, I guess so. I was just like, because one of my teammates was like, "Oh, who's this girl from Olmsted Falls?" And I was like, whatever. But then we became teammates, so now we love each other.
We did the jump ball against each other in high school.
Did you guys really?
I have a photo of it.
Who won?
I didn't even touch it.
So.
Claire, does Senior Day for you mean that you won't be back next year?
It does.
That's it.
That was decided early, a long time ago, before the season. Claire and I talked about that, and she said this was going to be her last run with stuff. And with COVID, it's tough. I mean, the fact that they lasted 5. It's been a tough couple of the 2 COVID years that we thought it was. It was a drain, right? It was really difficult for a lot of players. So, but yeah, I think Claire also was excited about going out with these 3. That was probably part of it, huh?
Yeah. I'm confident this is going to be our best year yet, too. So.
Yeah.
in the third quarter, you hit 4 threes in the last, well, anyway, you made 4 threes in a row right at the end of the third quarter, and that broke it open. What's it feel like on the court when, I mean, did you know that you had it at that point? What was that like?
Yeah, well, we were just getting really hot, and everybody was celebrating with each other on the court, and that is just 100% confidence that it gives to everybody else. So we always think we have it, but that really just shot us and gave us some confidence right into the fourth quarter. So.
Claire, how are you a different person, obviously a basketball player, than you were when you walked onto the team?
I think the biggest thing that I'm going to take away from my experience here is just all the relationships I've met. All of the relationships that I've gained from Kent, especially with this group right here. They've taught me just how to be a better person, and these girls are always going to have your back, and it makes you want to be that same person for them. And so yeah, and it stretches even further to every girl I've ever played with. It's really been an amazing group throughout the years, and yeah.
Nice.
Lindsey, how are you a different?
Well, I feel like we've had, as a team, like obviously this is a pretty large group to be here for 5th year, and then we have Clare obviously with us going out, and we've had this group with us for so long, so we've just gone through so much together, and I think it's taught us a lot about just building relationships around you, and I think that that's something so important that I'll take with me moving forward.
I came in pretty shy, and I think over the past 5 years, they just helped me break open my shell and just become more confident. And yeah, I don't know, it's been great.
And Daddy?
I think for me, it's just really taught me, especially with COVID and the uncertainty of everything, was just to be present. And Coach always says, be where your feet are. So, and just taking advantage of every second and not taking any of it for granted.
And Lindsey, you have started every game you played except for that 3 weeks of COVID, and Hannah, you started every game for 2 years. When you guys walked in here as freshmen, did you really expect to be on the court that much?
No. I was a nervous little Nancy when I was a freshman, so I wasn't expecting much. I just wanted to do my job, so been lucky.
Yeah, same thing. I just wanted to be a role on the team, however that may be.
Luke or Izzy, do you have questions for the athletes?
How does it make you guys feel knowing that with your last season you kind of put on this historic run and the amount of games you've won and heading into the tournament?
I think it gives us confidence. Obviously last year we came up short and didn't make it to the tournament, and now we kind of taken a 180 and we're not in that position where we're nervous and we got to win these games to clinch and all that. So I think we're just feeling confident going into it, knowing that we can beat anybody we see.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think we're not satisfied by any means, but we couldn't have asked for a better end to the regular season and making history, and winning those 20 games isn't easy. Like Coach said, not a lot of teams in the country have been able to do that, so that's definitely a really good accomplishment, but not satisfied.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Anything else for athletes? Ladies, you're good?
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Way to go out on top. Oh, yeah, I got you right here.
I like yours.
Questions for Coach?
Let's go to the ladies over here. Ladies first.
I said I was gonna ask him a question. Yeah, wait, give me I'll ask my sheet. Thank you. I think my biggest question was just, that third quarter, kind of, I guess, what was the energy on the court? Kind of, what was that? Just kind of, what was it feeling like that? 'Cause it was really awesome to watch.
Yeah, it was good coming out of the locker room. We really wanted to. We weren't pleased with how we played in the second quarter. kind of played a little bit, slipped into passive mode there. That's one of the things that we've been really focused on all year is staying aggressive throughout the game. Going into halftime, like I said, we'd kind of taken the foot off the gas, especially offensively. So really wanted to get that back, and third quarter was good. We executed well. First play that we ran out of halftime, we executed exactly the way we wanted to. We got the look that we wanted to and scored, which I think was good. And then I know we spent a lot of time talking about the seniors, but the game that Casey Santoro and Katie Shoemate had, was huge. I mean, Casey going 4 for 5 from three. She hit a couple big threes in that segment. Katie's three that she hit in the third quarter was big and very timely for us as well. It got us kind of right-sided, I guess. Then you move to the fourth quarter, and Janae Poisson comes out and goes on a 12-0 run on her own. Just she has the ability to do that. We want to try and prevent that. But overall, third quarter's really kind of set the tone for the rest of the game for us.
When you knock 4 threes down in a row as you did at the end of the third quarter, what does that tell you? I mean, that's a hell of a momentum going into the fourth quarter.
Really, to be honest with you, it's about the type of shots you get, whether they go in or not, because we have good shooters. We want to get good shots for good shooters, and if they go in, then good. All right, we're playing the percentages there. We had taken most of the threes that we took, 28 threes today. Most of the threes that we took, I was pleased with. Second quarter, they weren't going in. Back to the third quarter, boom, boom, boom. We were starting to hit those. When we're shooting the ball like that, I think everybody knows we are capable of doing just about anything. Because defensively, we've been able to hang our hat on that. So if we can get both sides of the ball going for three straight games in Cleveland, I think we can do some nice things. But you got to take it one game at a time. You got to shoot well the first game to get to the second one.
How have you seen your team, I guess, change from the beginning of the regular season till now?
Yeah, it's been. I thought we had a really solid non-conference. You look back and there's a couple of what ifs, but at the same time, I thought that we navigated a very tough, especially start to the non-conference season with this group. And then I think you always kind of look back. You want to make sure you don't have regrets, but I think for the most part, as you navigate through a really tough MAC schedule, for us to have clinched, like I said 2 weeks ago, to go into Cleveland after the pressure that we probably felt a little bit about getting back there based on last year, it was really good to get that. That was one goal that we had, and then our goal changed to get into 20 regular season wins, and we were able to do that. So I think we're in a good place. I think this team is ready to do good things. You just have to execute. All right, it's about performance now. At the end, you can't be like, well, that was an off game for us, because you're going to. Everybody you play moving forward now is going to be a good team. The lowest we're going to play, technically on chalk, is a 5 seed, but anybody we can play in our conference is capable of winning. So, but I also think we're prepared for that.
How have you seen these 4 seniors change?
No, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for that. But what I will tell you is that you would be hard pressed to find a senior class going out this year that has done more collectively as a group. Now, I'm talking about in the classroom. 4 bachelor's degrees, 4 working on their master's degrees. The team GPA that we've had, the quality of character of them. I mean, I haven't had to deal with a single issue discipline-wise in 4 or 5 years with really with the whole team, but with this group. Their ability to win basketball games in a really tough league. If you want the consummate, comprehensive student athlete and what it should be, these 4 represent that as good as anybody you'll find in the country, and I'll stick by that. They came in as high-character young women, and they've developed into they're not young women anymore. They're women that are ready for whatever comes next in life, and they've developed great relationships, and they've been not always perfect, but a joy to coach, you know. And I haven't been always perfect either. So, yeah, unbelievable just to see the growth. I could tell story after story about just great things about each of them.
Anything else, Coach? All right.
Thanks, Greg.
All right,
Thank you.
appreciate it.